Welcome back to a lovely chest and shoulders day. Uh, Took a couple days off, went home, so we're more than energized to get a great lift in. You know, a couple days of complete rest, nothing but sleeping and eating. So the first movement is gonna be some incline Smith machine press of sorts. I think that's what it's called. Um, we have a plate and a half aside. This is my top set. Not much else to say. Let's get into it. Oh no, that's not on the right side. Cut to the set. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, 6 set. Move on to the next. Right, second set. Pretty self-explanatory. Not much to say. Same way. Going for 8. I got 10 last time. My list feel off today. I feel like I could normally do more. Maybe that's a mental thing. But, you know, still pushing failure and all of that lovely jazz. So, let's go. Oh. Won't need to cut that out. Yeah, might have had one left in the tank, but it's basically failure. Definitely a few effective reps there. Could definitely go very close. Might do a couple more here, actually. Obviously with a dropped weight, but still. At least one more. I'll see you in the next set. Right, yeah, this will be the last set. Now, I really want to do flat bench, because I haven't done it in a very long time. The only issue is I don't have a spot for it, which just makes it really dangerous. And I would ask someone here, but I'd be more comfortable, like, no offense, if they knew what they were doing. Not as like, if they knew me. So like, a friend of mine, which may be possible in the near future. Looking at you guys, the only people that watch these, please, I really want to bench. I'm not benching without a squat, and it's one of those bench press benches, so no shot. Last set, then I'll move on to shoulder press. My chest is already like pumped into oblivion. Not gonna need too much more volume to get all the way, but we'll do this set and go from there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, I used to do benching movements with a much closer grip. I used to do the thumb from the edge of the, the scratchy bit. But I've been going a much wider grip recently. Well, not recently, for a while. And it just targets my chest so much more than my shoulders. And in return, I actually do train some front delts. And it's given me results. You guys could give it a go. But yeah, no, on to dumbbell shoulder press. Couple sets at least, then we'll move on to some sort of fly. Right. Wait a few minutes for a bench to open up. Was about to go to the machine. Wouldn't have waited much longer, but luckily everything opened up. So we got 25 kilos, which is like pushing 55 pounds, but not quite, I don't think, if my conversions are correct. 8+ reps, keeping it pretty simple. Nothing too complicated. Probably only do a couple sets of these though. Don't really like training the front delts too much, because they do get activation from heavy pressing movements, and even flies. Yeah, I see a lot of people on the internet, and by no means is this an attack on them. They'll say things like, "Oh, my front delts are overdeveloped," and a lot of the times they're just not. It's like it's not the easiest thing in the world to overdevelop a muscle. You really have to train it like way too much. Obviously, a lot of times the front delts are overdeveloped because for a lot of people, there's no need to train them. I just enjoy it, so I only do a couple sets. But I think that's what it comes down to. If you're not having any sort of fun in the gym, it's gonna die out. You're not gonna want to come more. You're gonna lose consistency, and that'll be your gym journey over. So to anyone who's new and just starting out, mix it up. Do what you enjoy doing. Don't do what other people tell you to do. Do what feels good for you, or do what you enjoy. Right. I would also like to add, we hit 500 views and like 25 subs. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure almost everyone on this planet has hit that milestone. But it's nice. It's a nice sign, considering I've been doing this for a week. Uh, I know it's not the most impressive. It's not impressive at all. But celebrate the small things in life. I'm gassed personally. I'm just not displaying it because I'm in a public gym. But when I hit 500 views, I was so stoked. Never said stoked in my life. That's the first. No, right. Shoulder press, same way. Last set. Then I'll move on to some sort of fly. Yeah. Okay. It's not only me that struggles on the first shoulder press rep, is it? It's always like really dodgy and iffy. I also don't know about anyone else. I count getting the weight up like here as a rep. I know some people don't, and I find that weird because you are moving the weight from A to B. So why wouldn't you count it as a rep? Besides the point. Let's move on to cable flies. That's open at the moment. So the one set of cables was taken, but I actually prefer whatever this machine is called. I should know it, but I don't at the moment. Uh, Now I will hear a lot of people say like, "Oh, for flies you want a light movement." Well, yes and no. You want it to feel heavy. You don't want to go so heavy as to injure your joints, because this type of movement puts a lot of pressure on your shoulder joint, which is very prone to injury when lifting heavy. But yeah, no, go as heavy as you feel comfortable going. If you're a beginner, then as you get into it, you learn to step outside of your comfort zone. And, it's all about that risk to reward ratio. Said best by Tom Platz. Right. Jesus. Yeah, okay. In a case like that weight was too heavy. Uh, it was a sort of weight I couldn't do any partials on, which I don't really like on an accessory movement, at least. So we will drop the weight and go next. So I've decided this is gonna be my second to last set for chest. So 2 more sets on this movement. Should be absolutely demolished chest-wise. After this, I don't see how it could be any other way, frankly. But yeah, second to the penultimate set for chest. With movements like this, I really struggle keeping count of the reps. I know that's really relatable and seen all over TikTok, but it's kind of true. I don't focus on counting so much as like technique and trying to squeeze pecs. So I just end up losing count. I know roughly where I am, but it has its benefits too. I'm not saying to myself, oh, 12 reps. Because by the time I reach 12 reps on a movement I've set it on, I'm satisfied. And I think it's okay to stop. So by not setting any limitations, or setting limitations so far, like on this movement, if I said 30 reps, I'm gonna push for 30. probably not gonna get there. But if I do 30 reps on a weight like this after already being fatigued, that's phenomenal. So it's more so just pushing past your limits in a sense, which I see nothing wrong with. But yeah, let's move on to the last set. So I've had this mic for over a month, and I haven't peeled off the whatever this is yet. So because you guys are watching my video and you've gotten this far, uh, I can do it up close. I hope it doesn't out of focus me instead of. Oh, was it? I hope that was visible. Wasn't that clean? Now you see the lovely wireless me title, which is the name of the mic. If anyone at all is curious, uh, final set. I didn't drop the weight, so for this set, I'm doing a significantly lighter weight. I'm burning out. Should be a lot of reps. Just squeezing as hard as I can, finishing off the pump strong. Yeah. Oh my god, that feels so nice. I'm sorry, not fun. Realistically, I could have done almost infinite partials, but at some point, it just seems like a bit of a waste. Uh, On to side delts. So, gym closes in 20, and I still have to do side delts. But 20 minutes, about 6 sets. Personally, I don't need a lot of time to recover. Well, my side delts don't, between sets at least. Besides, 6 sets. That's a set every 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I think that's right. Wow. That, that's that IGCSE maths right there. Shout out, Mr. Neil. No, I'm waffling. Wait, 40 pounds. Top set. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. Now, in my experience, I see nothing wrong with doing like 8 to 12 reps on a movement like this. Uh, Also, a tip for beginners, which worked for me well. I say beginners, I'm like an intermediate-ish. Couple years under my belt. Uh, I do them thumbless, and it basically just surprisingly doesn't allow my forearms and traps to come into play nearly as much as a grip with a thumb does. Less personal. I've seen a few other people do it like that, but again, I'm gonna preach this forever. Do what's comfortable or what feels right. Obviously, there are facts and technique, but do what you think feels right for the most part. Yeah, this will probably be the last that I show, unless I do another movement for side delts. But for time saving reasons and the fact they just announced the gym will be closing in 15 minutes. Uh, so yeah, I'll probably show this last and then we'll probably go to the pump check from here. I say probably a lot because I have no idea what's going to happen. I'd hate to lie to you lovely viewers. No, that'd be bad. You can also do this movement seated or chest supported, like a bench. Uh, it basically forces you to isolate the side delt. And disallows momentum. But I don't like them personally because then I can't push the failure with the use of some momentum, then a bit more. It's just easier this way for me. But on that note, I'll finish up here, and I'll see you at the pump check. Oh God! Ew. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I do in between sets. Right. So I ended up doing, I think it was 5 sets there of varying weights and reps, including a drop set, which I almost never do. But no, here we have the secret movement. My last movement, one I like to do for side delts a lot. It's actually this attachment that people use to wrap around their ankles. Basically just wanna hook it in, pick a pretty light weight, and do a normal lateral raise. But behind the back, too. Oops. And they're announcing the close in 10 minutes. Wait, I'm on the right side. Yeah, no, the Velcro keeps ripping off when yeah. So basically, that's probably my favorite movement to do. Really just isolates the side delt. I know it can look kind of stupid and not the easiest to set up, but trust, it's good. Yeah, off to the lovely poncha. Right. Welcome to everyone's favorite part of the video, presumably. And welcome to anyone that skipped here. Because apparently, according to my lovely older sister, her friends will watch and skip to this part, which is nice to know. At least, they appreciate some part of the video. But nonetheless, let's check the pump. Oh, God. Now, oh my God. No. There's no low exposure, but it should still be pretty evident. Well, I might add low exposure to this just for the sake of it, but I'm gonna put the mic down for posing. I don't think there are many other poses, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, nah, I think that's about it, if I'm being completely honest. I wonder which one will be in the thumbnail. Well, I guess you'll know when you clicked on this. Nah, that's about it, honestly. Appreciate the watch. Tune in tomorrow for another back day. Yeah, nah, peace.